Shalom Yasharala. All praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the legmen feeding the sheep of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, in sincerity and truth. With this great gospel that's coming out of our Bible, man. Coming out of our Bible. And I'm going to read this. It says, how the truth sets you free. Right? How the truth sets you free. And these words are according to scriptures that you find in the Bible. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to the chapter. It says the truth will make you free. You're going to know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Let me get this verse. Come on, Satan. Fuck with my internet. This is the book of, bear with me. John 8 and, we'll go to John 8 and 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Right? And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Because without this truth, you are what? In a prison. Right? You are in a prison to your flesh. Right? You are in a prison to this world. Right? You are in a prison to the people around you. Right? You're trying to please the flesh. You're trying to please men. You're trying to please everything but Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Right? Once you start knowing the truth, the beginning of knowledge is with the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord. And what the scriptures tell you about this truth, man, is knowledge, is wisdom. Let me get this right quick. I'm going to read this. It says, Proverbs 24 and 7. Wisdom is too high for a fool. Right? Wisdom is too high for a fool. There's a reason so many men can't get it, can't understand it, can't perceive it, can't receive it. Right? Because it wasn't meant for them to get it. They were programmed not to get it. And they're not going to get it. I'm reading, wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gates. He that deviseth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person. The thought of foolishness is sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain. That's talking about the children of Israel. Children of Israel. Then the Lord said, I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt. They are as a flock for the slaughter. Right? Our people is led as a sheep for a flock for the slaughter, right? So the Lord said the prophets to give them warning so they could wake up. Right? But certain men, they're not going to get this truth. They're not going to get this truth. They're going to continue to stay in darkness. They're going to stay in darkness because it was meant for them to die in darkness. Right? But we're going to continue to spread this gospel. If thou sayest, behold, we know it not, doth not he that pondereth the heart consider it? And he that keepeth thy soul, doth not he know it? And shall not he render to every man according to his works? My son, eat thou honey, because it is good. What's that honey? This gospel, this truth. Right? It said it'd be sweet. Matter of fact, let me get this verse. This is the book of Revelation 10 and 10. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and saw about the gospel and ate it up. And it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. Yeah, my belly was bitter. It's sweet as honey, but it's this is hard to digest. This is hard to digest. And only certain men gonna be able to get this understanding, get this breakdown, and make it through. Make it through. Because the Lord's not dealing with everybody. I'm reading again this Revelation 10 and 10. It reads, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. My belly was bitter. We're going to go back to Proverbs 24 and 13. It says, my son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb which is sweet to thy taste. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul when thou hast found it. Right? So shall knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul when thou hast found it. Then there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. Shall not be cut off. What else we know about this knowledge, this wisdom, right? What else? This is the book of Isaiah 33 and 6. It reads, in wisdom and knowledge. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of thy salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. The wisdom and knowledge of this gospel, man. Not the wisdom and knowledge of this world, right? Because the wisdom and knowledge of this world is going to lead you to your demise. It's going to lead you to your demise. Because once you break free from this prison, this mental prison, this mental captivity, right? You've been bounded in hell by the ways of this world, right? The philosophies and the doctrines of men from their colleges, their schools, their institutions, their churches, right? All these churches, look at all these churches that come from just the Bible, man. These different breakdowns, right? The Lord ain't dealing with none of them mofos, right? That's why it says the truth shall make you free, right? It says how the truth sets you free. Let's talk about it, right? Once all hell break loose, right? They're gonna try to use Cesare Borgia to bring you in. They're gonna use Cesare Borgia to put something in your hand or in your forehead, right? They're already telling you that's not what you think it is. That's not what you think it is. What else? Once you come into this truth, hey man, I'm not bound to the ways of this world. I'm not bound to money. I'm not worshiping money no more. It's another thing they're gonna get you with your finances, right? For the love, what else? You no longer love the world. Once you come into this truth, you don't love the world and nothing in this world, right? And you start denying yourself. You gotta deny yourself. You're not about this system or this society no more once you come into this truth. And you damn sure ain't about Cesare Borgia, the devil. Because what's one thing that came with this devil, right? We're gonna also talk about this devil, because this image, I wanted to get into this image, man. Because something comes with these lies, right? They didn't push these lies on you for no reason. That's why it says the truth shall make you free. These lies keep you in a captive and mental captive state. What comes with this image, right? They say color doesn't matter. You guys are always talking about color, but color doesn't matter. Well, if color didn't matter, you would never have changed the true description of the Messiah, right? The true description of the Messiah. Who changed that, right? Right? It says 7 ways white Jesus Christos, white Jesus, perpetuates white supremacy, right? Let's go into a few of these ways, because I thought it was interesting, right? Interesting. It says with white Jesus whitewashes the brown Jesus, right? It cancels out the true image, right? It says also where the Lord was crucified. Matter of fact, let me get that verse. We're going to back everything up with everything we say. You got to go back to the scriptures, because everything we're speaking is according to the words of the Bible. It's in the book of Revelation, where also our Lord was crucified. Because you go in these other so-called European countries, you still got images of a black Jesus, but it's here in Babylon the Great, spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt, where it's all white. Read the book of Revelation 8:11 and 8. It says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, right? I'm talking about America, Babylon the Great, where also our Lord was crucified, where our Lord was crossed out, right? Where this image was put up. Where this image was put up. What else did they tell you about this false image? Because when you go in the book of Maccabees, it's been multiple times these heathens came in, right? Especially who Esau Edom. This first Maccabees 3 and 45. Now Jerusalem laid void as a wilderness. There was none of her children that went in or out. The sanctuary also was trodden down, and aliens kept the stronghold. The heathen had their habitation in that place, and joy was taken from Jacob, and the pipe with the harp ceased, right? It says the harp, it ceased, right? That joy had vanished away. That's what the Lord ain't playing around. The Lord about to make this joy vanish away from our people right now. Our people are stuck in a stupid mind frame. They're thinking, this is the time to be good. This is the time to be great. This Esau's last hoorah before he gets taken down, and you trying to sit at the top with him. And even though he's not even giving you a seat there, you thinking Jake thinking he's doing something. He's in the ghetto. He's in the lowest state, but he's thinking he's important, right? So the Lord's going to break your pride. It says in the pipe with the harp ceased. Wherefore the Israelites assembled themselves together and came to Maspha over against Jerusalem. And Maspha was the place where they prayed aforetime in Israel. Then they fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their heads and rent their clothes and laid open the book of the law wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Right? You had the heathen, right, set themselves up. Man, they read these scriptures, these rolls, these books. Hey, let's paint ourselves as those people. Yeah, that's us. That's us. Because, yeah, when you go into them times, the heathens were so scared about the judgment the Lord was bringing around on the heathens about them, they started claiming to be Israel, right? It says, as the spirit, they brought also the garments. We ain't gonna go into that, but it says they laid open the book of the law wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images, man. And yeah, that's how come you got a picture of this guy right here. It says Ray Borghese, right? It's a stronghold in your mind, right? It says white Jesus, whitewash brown. Yahweh Shai. Whiteness is directly associated with the divine, right? You look at a white man as he's God. That's a spiritual, that's how come you got the small hats over there. Everybody looking at the small hats like they're divine people, but they ain't never showed you nothing spiritually divine, nothing. They showed you the spirit of Satan with them same dirty ass black clothes they be wearing all the goddamn time. It says it creates a false reality and a false Christianity, yeah. You got a Sejere that believes in homosexuality, right? You go to any church right now, and this is Sweet Brokeback Month. All these churches got what? Homosexual flags in front of them, right? A false, right? Creates a false reality and a false Christianity. White characteristics are made superior, and now you look at the white man. He's a supreme power. Yeah, you roll out the right red carpet when he comes in, right? He could do no wrong. He could do no wrong, right? The devil. That's why the Bible said the devil which deceived them. Let me get that right quick. We'll go to the book of Revelation 12. It says Revelation 12 and 9, it says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him, right? And you remember the Lord said he was going to loose, matter of fact, bear with me. Let's get it. Let's let the scriptures do the talking. Nigga do the walking. Let me see, it says, this is the book of Revelation 20. Revelation 20 and 1, it says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, right? And I saw an angel come down from heaven having the keys of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan. That's talking about you Esau, Edom, you so-called white people, you people that go back to Esau, not to, because it's a lot of what you so-called white people. You go back to different races of the earth, right? You got that it's either you're a spiritual speckled bird of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Israelite, or you're a descendant of one of these other nations, but you look like an Edomite. But it's talking about you fuckers that go back to that Esau Edom, right? The Lord had broke it off from Abraham unto Isaac to Edom. Yeah, you are in trouble. Anything that came out of that Edomite stock, talking about you Idumeans, right? You are in trouble. You Edomites, you are in trouble. Read again. It says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the keys of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, bound him 1,000 years and cast him into the bottomless pit, right? The motherfucker was in South Georgia, Russia, with no power, no strength, couldn't speak. It says they prayed and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. Right? That's when the Roman Empire, they got brought down. The Edomites from Rome got brought down. They became cavemen. They became servants to the black men who took over Rome, right? Cast him into a bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed the little season. When did the Lord let this man loose? The Renaissance, the rebirth, right? That's when this devil came back, rebirth and reestablished himself. That's when he changed the images, repainted himself. Yeah, I'm Jesus. I'm Paul. I'm Peter. Hey, I'm John. I'm James. I'm Timothy. I'm Moses. I'm Saul. I'm everybody, goddammit. I'm the last samurai. I'm the last of the Mohican. Yeah. That's what he did. He became everybody on earth. He then took over. The earth was given into his hands. The scriptures tell you. It says, and cast him in the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loose a little season. And we're in that season right now where he's loose. Really, it's kind of the end of the season of his rulership because he's been how can we say, motherfuckers know who he is, right? He's been identified, right? The wicked. We know who the wicked is on earth right now, the so-called white man, the so-called white man. I'm gonna read the book of 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. That man of sin be revealed. Esau, Edom, right? That we in the times of Esau being revealed. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called power, or that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, right? With them images, right? With them false images, man. He painted himself in the likeness of the image of the Most High, right? He gave you a corruptible ass image, man. And a lot of you Jakes ran with it. You Jakes ran it with it till this day. You still believe in white Jesus, right? Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called power, or that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is the Most High. Remember ye not that when I was with you, when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know that, and now that ye know what withholding, that he might be revealed in his time, right? So he's being revealed. We know who this man is, right? We know who this man is. He's not the son of God, right? He's not Yahweh Shai. Who is this man? It's the goddamn devil, man.